Today's episode is brought to you by Bag Tags Reusable Condoms. It's time to stop filling landfills with your fluids. We've made just about everything else reusable. Now it's their turn. Throw away your guilt. Stop associating sex with latex. It's time to copulate with polyethylene terephthalate. Bag Tags Reusable Condoms. Available wherever condoms are sold and in most recycling facilities.
I didn't even know reusable condoms were a thing. Where did you even find these guys?
I did some research. And notice how I put all the money they gave us towards the show.
Yeah. But I still think you owe my cousin an apology. He got the Better Business Bureau after him thanks to you.
I don't think that's entirely my fault.
Whatever. How much did they pay us?
I'll tell you later. It's not polite to say that on the air.
Less than $5, huh?
No! Way more, but shut up.
I'm single. Will someone please find me a date? I'm still single, so someone please find me a date.
Hey there, and welcome to Still Single. I'm Derek, the youngest person to ever be diagnosed with carpal tunnel, if you know what I mean.
And I'm Summer. And did you know you can order vibrators in bulk? Today we have an extra special guest on the show for you.
That's right. We've got Tracy from the local health and fertility clinic to teach us how to sex safe. Isn't that exciting? Hiya, Tracy.
Hi. Yes, I appreciate the introduction, Derek, though we usually refer to my informational visits as sex education.
Sheesh. Hope there isn't going to be a test. I didn't get a chance to study last night. My hand kept distracting me, if you know what I mean.
Sadly, I think we all unfortunately do.
Right. I wasn't sure where to start, but your sponsor did raise a few red flags for me.
Oh, easy there, Tracy. I mean, we can't afford to offend them.
Sorry, right. Of course, it's just there's a reason why condoms aren't reusable. As a tool for practicing safe sex, they're supposed to act as a barrier, not just to prevent pregnancy, but also to protect us from the transmission of STIs.
Oh my god, that's what they're for? I thought they were supposed to protect you from STDs. Crap! Now I have to get tested and make a bunch of awkward phone calls.
Sexually transmitted infections and diseases. They're pretty much the same thing, you moron.
You should always wear protection and get tested often if you're sexually active. It's important to be responsible and avoid putting yourself at risk of infections and diseases. Here, I brought pictures of them.
Oh, thank God. You just saved me from having to make a very awkward call to my landlord. What? Summer? Don't look at me like that. Money was tight and I needed to pay rent somehow. Anyway, let's move forward. Let me see those pictures. Oh my God. And these are terrifying. Okay, thank you for that, Tracy. Looks like I'll stick to using condoms. But they're so expensive. I'm honestly tempted to take the risk and save some cash.
You can get condoms for free at most clinics, Derek. Anyway, the great thing about latex or latex alternative condoms is that they stretch to accommodate the wearer. Your sponsor's reusable ones are made of the same materials as plastic bottles, so not very stretchy.
Right? But they're cute. They come in different colors. They're machine washable, and they gave us $500, so I'd like if we moved on.
500?
Before you complain, just remember that I bought us chairs. Chairs because we were standing last episode. And I also got us a table.
Just a stupid folding table. Anyway, what if people start getting sick of using condoms?
So, if condoms are off the table, let's talk about some other methods of contraception, maybe. I brought you some samples.
Aw, look at this cute little stick man.
Ah, that is an IUD.
Oh, that's what I have.
Ah, so you're familiar.
Oh, you do? Well, whip it out then.
I can't do that.
It's an implant, Derek.
Oh, how very Iron Man.
I guess so. Yes, an IUD, or intrauterine device, is implanted into the uterus and blocks sperm from reaching or fertilizing any eggs, or releases hormones to prevent pregnancy.
Oh, so they're like the goalies of the uterus. Wait a minute. This was actually inside someone? Ugh, that's not sanitary. What type of expert brings in a used UTI?
IUD, Derek. And no, this one isn't used. It's quite common and very convenient, actually. One IUD is effective for 2 to up to 10 years, and there isn't any maintenance. But they also aren't recyclable.
So an IOU.
IUD.
Wait, what did my brother get?
That was a DUI.
Oh my god, there's too many acronyms. Why can't we just call things as they are?
Because sometimes it would take too long.
Anyway, gosh, do you guys always get this distracted?
No. But that reminds me of a time I was driving with my brother, and he was texting this really hot girl. I told him you have to put your phone down, otherwise you'll get a ticket. He said they don't give tickets out for texting hot chicks. Next thing we know, he got pulled over, and the cop asked him, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" He replied, "Because I was texting this." But he forgot to change the picture to the girl and winded up showing the cop a dick pic. Long story short, he got arrested for distracted driving and unlawful dick pic. So in short, no, I don't get distracted easily because I don't want to accidentally show you my dick.
Okay. Well, I also brought some dental dams.
Ah, finally! I know exactly what these are.
Oh, great.
What are they?
They're these little sheets of rubber that go in your mouth when you're swimming to prevent water from getting in your mouth.
Yeah, that's not what these are for.
Couldn't you just keep your mouth closed?
Well, okay, SEXPERT. What are they for?
Like I said, you just call me Tracy. And they're meant to be used as a barrier for oral sex. Because, little known fact, you can contract STIs like chlamydia, for example, through oral sex.
Ugh, chlamydia. You know, I always thought it was such a pretty girl's name. I wonder if I could still get away with using it. Chlamydia. Good morning, little baby chlamydia. Oh, chlamydia, are you walking? Oh, here comes chlamydia. Quick, someone get chlamydia.
Please don't ever name your daughter that. Please just don't have a daughter. Don't have kids. People like you shouldn't procreate.
It's important to remember that there's a variety of methods because different ones are for different people. These can also be combined, so if you're having trouble, you can always consult your doctor to figure out a method that works for you. And it's also important to have these conversations with any of your intimate partners. Most healthcare professionals will recommend a barrier method, such as condoms or dental dams, no matter what. And what's so great about them is you can pair them up.
Yeah, but my favorite is the pull-out method, because that doesn't cost a thing and it's 100% effective.
Okay, no. Derek, just no. No, don't say that on the air. No. There's a lot of misinformation on that, and Derek, I'd actually like to see you after this and explain some things to you. Particularly unpack some of the previous experience and understanding you seem to have on this subject. But in the meantime, all you really need to know is that there's a lot of programs and funding in place if you're worried about acquiring any of the contraceptive materials I've mentioned.
We appreciate your concern, Tracy, but Derek's not in need of any contraception because no one wants to copulate with him.
Don't listen to her, Tracy. She's just mad that the last person she hooked up with was a douchey radio show host who nicknamed his balls Bruce and Willis.
All right. Well, let's move on. Thanks to social media, sexual preferences have been given a new pedestal within society and are steadily being accepted. Now more than ever, it is okay to embrace new acts and fetishes and educate ourselves on them.
Before you continue, I gotta let you know, this is a kink shame-free channel.
Yes, as long as it's two consenting adults, we don't shame any of the kinks.
Yes, exactly. I fully agree. In fact, I was just going to say that with the growing popularity of these things, especially on the internet, while we're now free to be more open with sexual expression, it also opens the door to potential misinformation, which in some situations can be dangerous. Take the BDSM community, for example.
Again with the acronyms.
You know this one.
Look, I know we say we don't kink shame, but what does the bongo, disco, salsa, and maritime community have to do with this? Why did you just shove this in my hand?
Here, I'll help you put it on. It's just a jawbreaker with a strap, so your hands don't get tired from holding it. Here. Sorry for the interruptions, Tracy. Let's continue.
With the popularization of BDSM in pop culture, a lot of misinformation and representation has occurred, which can put participants in some danger. I'm not mentioning any by name because, of course, potential lawsuits, but a certain series by the name of Several Hues of a Gloomy, non-binary color. But do your research. Reach out to communities if you have questions. Know where your toys and equipment are coming from, how they operate, and whether or not they meet manufacturing standards. And of course, it's all about consent, consent, consent. Talk things over with your partner and make sure you're both on the same page.
All right, cool. Thanks, Tracy. Here, Derek, you can take this off now if you promise to be more polite.
Oh, you are in so much trouble. Was that used?
Do you have any questions for Tracy?
Yeah. What's in the jar over there?
Oh, that's spermicide. It's another contraceptive.
Wait, like pesticides for sperm? Oh God, that's terrifying.
Yes. No. I mean, sure, the name can sound a bit intimidating, but it's perfectly harmless when used properly.
Well, that's our time. Thanks again for joining us, Tracy. If our viewers have any questions, I'll make sure they get in contact with you.
Yes, please do. They definitely shouldn't be getting any medical advice from either of you. No offense.
Some taken.
And clean your sex toys regularly.
Derek, you want to read us out?
Yeah. Firstly, what in the actual fuck, Summer? You put a used ball gag in my mouth? I'm a fuck.
As in the sponsor. Read the sponsor.
Oh. Yeah. Sure. But I'm gonna kick your ass next episode.
I don't think we have enough room for that in the studio. Especially not now that we've added the tables and the chairs.
Mark my words, Summer. I will have my revenge.
Okay, Braveheart. This is taking too long. We're cutting into the Friends in the Van showtime.
Like they still have listeners.
Okay, they have that one lady. She calls in all the time.
Alright. Today's episode was brought to you by Bag Tags Reusable Condoms. Sure, wrap it before you tap it, but then unwrap it because they're machine washable and then use it again. Bag Tags Reusable Condoms. There's enough plastic in the ocean, so keep this one in your top drawer. See you next time!